How y'all doing out there? This is the man, also known as Jay, lacing you guys up with another video. This video is gonna be, me speaking in general terms, and it could be some extent, posing a question, Uh, so with that being said, the title of this video is gonna be called "Relationships versus Being Single, Free, and Disengaged." Relationships, committed relationships. It could be a tough thing sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It can work. Be going through ups and downs and stuff like that, and it takes work. Between both parties. You know, uh, being as opposed to being single, free, and disengaged. It's not as much work. You don't have to deal with the headaches and the stress that goes along with being in a relationship, because you are dealing with another person, another person's uh, personality and things of that sort. Their attitude, their mood swings. You know what I'm saying? You could deal with all kind of stuff when you in what is called a committed relationship, as opposed to being single, free, and disengaged. You can do what you want to do pretty much. You can date multiple partners, even be sexually, you know, have sexual intercourse with more than one partner or whatever. And when with one partner alone, exclusive relationship, you can't do that. Some people do it, which is cheating, but you're supposed to be faithful to that one person. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people want more variety, sometimes, so therefore that's why they go outside of the relationship. Even though they're supposed to be in a committed relationship, they go outside of that and seek other people, maybe because at that time, they've been with this person a long time, and you only can do so much when you with a person for a long time, as far as sexual wise. You know what I'm saying? You only can spice it up so much. After a while, you sort of, people sort of get tired of being with the same person, and that's why they seek sex elsewhere. But as long as you do it, be straight up with the person. If you want, if you're gonna, if you want to sleep and go move on and see other people, let that person know. Don't leave that person on. And that's what happens nowadays. People leave people on. And that's when all this other stuff arises, as opposed to just letting the person, well, what I'm saying, I don't want to be with you no more. I think we need to just break it off, or we should just see other people, stuff like that, as opposed to leading them on. But when you single, free, and disengaged, you don't have those type of commitments. You don't have those type of attachments. You don't have to be in this relationship. Relationships could be good too, but however, it's also a stress oriented type of situation too. When you with somebody, y'all fighting over anything. Time spent together, not enough time spent together, that is. It could be arguing over finances, and when you have kids involved, you're arguing about the kids, who gonna watch the kids, and who gonna go pick the kids up from school, things of that sort, for example. But when you're not in a relationship, you're pretty much free to do what you want to do. You can have multiple partners, and you can come in and go out anytime you want to. You don't have to answer to nobody. Because sometimes it's better to be to yourself to a certain extent too, you know what I'm saying? But some people, can't handle that, and some people, sometimes relationships is just, you know, too much stress sometimes. But you have to work through them too. But sometimes, people been going through so much for so long, and they figured that it's not for them anymore, and so that's why they want to be single. And then they start having that wild lifestyle. So which is better, you know being in a relationship, you have to deal with another person, and attitudes and personality and things of that sort, or being single, free, and disengaged. You could do what you want to do, come and go as you please. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about being faithful. You could, pretty much do what you want to do. And because sometimes relationships, it's not for everybody. Especially like you've been trying to date with some, dating and going with people, and sometimes you might wind up getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? Or that you might hurt that person. Because some people hurt people too. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so like I said before, it's like a question that could be posed too. Um, Sometimes it's better just to be single and free and disengaged. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about the headaches of uh, a relationship, with people, man. Because sometimes, man, people, they start out one way, and then when you really get to know them and you start being with them for a long period of time, you know what I'm saying? They start to change, you know what I'm saying? And as opposed to um, being single, free, and disengaged, you know what I'm saying? You have the bachelor lifestyle, the bachelorette lifestyle. You can do what you want to do. No type of strings attached, no commitments. You know what I'm saying? It's less stress. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the way I see it, so to speak. But this is not to deter anybody from being in a relationship. Yes, relationships can be great, but at the same time, you have to put that work into it. And sometimes being in a relationship and dealing with somebody, it creates a lot of problems as opposed to being single, free, and disengaged. And even though you might want to have the friends with benefits type of relationship where you might get a friend, y'all might be sexually involved, as opposed to being in a committed relationship, only being with that one person. When you have a friends with benefits type of relationship, you don't have that, what I'm saying, you don't have that connection where where you are tied down to one person. You could do what you want to do when you want to do it. You don't have to answer to nobody. But sometimes it's better like that. And whatever floats anybody's boat. Whatever they want to do. I mean, that's just what I'm saying is my personal opinion. But it's not to, like I said, it's not to deter anybody from wanting to be in a exclusive relationship. Hey, if that's what you want to do, whatever floats your boat, then whatever tickle your fancy, then do it. But it's just a thought that I want to come on here and put in the video form. So whatever works. So which is better, being in a committed relationship, versus being single, free, and disengaged. You know what I'm saying? You can have basically the freedom you want, and be able to do what you want to. Sort of like having your cake and eat it too. To a certain extent, at least. Without the different stipulations on that our relationship would bring. So basically, that's all I pretty much wanted to say. This is a thought that I was just thinking about, and like I said, yeah, I'm speaking in general, and at the same time, I wanted to pose a question too. But if you're listening to this video, and feel free to respond. You could hit me up in the comments, or you could create a video response or whatever you want to do. But basically, that's my video. Y'all take care. Peace.